taking a hike here. Some OG vibes right now. I used to come to this place a lot whenever I was in high school and whenever I was in college because it's close to my parents' house. I would come here and just walk with no music, nothing, just explore, hang out, be with nature, and I remember that would bring me a lot of peace. This is amazing. What's up? This is Evan. Today is New Year's Eve. I'm taking a hike, enjoying nature, enjoying the last few hours of 2021. No big plans tonight. It's not really my style to do something big on holidays in general, whether it's New Year's, whether it's my birthday, whether it's anything. I don't celebrate too much, and maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but the way I see it, I'm living my life. Like, every day is a celebration. Every day that I wake up, every day that I get to do stuff like this, every day that I get to work out, every day that I get to eat good food that fuels my body and makes me feel good physically, it makes me feel good mentally. All of that is the celebration. That's what it's all about. That's the best that it can get. I mean, what more can you ask for at that point? You're living healthy, you feel good, you look good, your mental is on point. It doesn't get much better than that, to be honest. Now, if you ask me, what do I think about the new year? Honestly, I think this time of year is pretty crazy. There are so many events back to back. Everything happens. Everything is rushed at the end of the year, or so it feels like it sometimes. So this year, at least, I personally feel like I can't wait for this time of year to be over, just so things can go back to normal in a way, if that makes sense. But maybe that's just me. I do think that the end of the year especially is a good time. You can look at it as like a checkpoint for you to take some time or take a step back to reflect on the past 12 months, the past 3 months, the past month, however you benchmark that for yourself. But it's definitely a good time to reflect, just like the end of every day might be a good time to reflect on your goals that you had for the day. I guess it's all just relative. Like, the end of the year is symbolically and theoretically the same as, for example, the end of every month, or the end of every week, or the end of every day. It's all the same. You could look at it like the same, but there's such a big deal about the end of the year. You can find a way to make a big deal like that about things that we take for granted every day. That's how you keep going. That's how you keep the momentum going in your life. So you're not just motivated for a part of the year. You're maximizing your time. You're maximizing your days, your weeks, your months, and your years as they stack up on top of each other and your progress compounds. Just like you get yourself excited about your goals at the beginning and the end of the year, you can do the same thing at the beginning and the end of every day or every week or every month. Think about how much time you're losing by just not being motivated. Think about what you could accomplish if you were maximizing your potential. You know you have it in you. That's the thing that burns the most sometimes, is you know you have it in you. You know you can do it. You know you're meant for greater things. But your time is lost here and there, and before you know it, years go by. You walk the same roads that you've been walking for years, and back then you would think that it would be different now, but it's not. It's the same, and it's frustrating. But you need to take more action. You need to take more action. You need to be more deliberate. You need to believe in yourself more. More than anything, you need to believe in yourself, and you need to see yourself as that person that you're trying to become. Don't wait to become, just be. Be that person. Be that person right now, and think to yourself, what would that person do in this situation? How would that person react? What would that person do? What would they say? And just do it, and just be that. Before you know it, you'll be comfortable with that character, because that's all it is. It's just a character that you need to play to achieve what you want to achieve. And whether you want to admit it or not, you're playing a character right now, just not the one that is doing what you want to do. People say all this stuff about be your real self, and you shouldn't hold yourself back by any means. You should be authentic. You should be comfortable and vulnerable in a way, but it's still a character that you have to play. To be that person, to do what you're meant to do, you have to grow into that a little bit sometimes. You have to develop yourself. You have to develop your skills. You have to develop your body. You have to develop your brain and your heart. It's all interconnected. It's a little bit windy here. I hope the audio is not too screwed up. But if anything, I'll keep this video to myself because it's the end of the year. I'm doing a lot of reflecting as well. I think something like this could help me even a year from now. A lot's happened over the last year, I get it. A lot happens on a day-to-day basis, but time moves so fast that we're not always able to catch up on everything that happens as it happens to us. So the end of the year is a good time to reflect just a little bit on how far you've come, and do it in a positive way, not in a negative way, because no matter what you've been through, you can find some way to give yourself credit. You can find some way to acknowledge your mistakes and learn something from them and apply those lessons to the future and be excited about that, because this is all just a game at the end of the day. It's not a battle, it's a game.